Now, the lesson continues. Can you imagine that happening in your school, Tim? It would start a fuck, and then that guy with a fucking no shirt and a vest coming in. All right, all right, all right. I mean, it would start a fucking riot, right? These kids just stare.
Well, first of all, there'd be kids all over Freddy.
If they're the right age, yeah.
Yeah, they don't. Something terrifying I learned about mascots: children have zero fear of them. If you look like you're in a costume, they have zero fear. He could have a bloody axe in his hand, but with that outfit he has, Logan, fucking children would run up to him and hug him.
Did your kid do that to some mascot?
Remember when me and Kurgan went around the neighborhood in inflatable fucking T-Rexes?
Uh-huh.
I was like 6'5" in that fucking thing. Children ran up to me and hugged me.
But you're an adorable dinosaur. Why wouldn't they?
It doesn't matter. Now, one little girl busted out into tears crying. She was at the front door with her dad in her dad's arms, dressed like, I don't know, a flower or some shit. The mom was standing at the end of the driveway. Child busted out in tears because she thought I was going to eat her mom.
Did you?
No. I just walked up next to her like this, and then the fucking little kid looked around and went, "Ah, Mom!"
It would have been fucking hysterical if you were like, and the mom just disappeared. And you
yeah, no. Other kids, most kids between the ages of like fucking 3 or whenever the fuck they start walking, from 3 to like fucking 10, running up hugging me, and it was like didn't even have an opportunity to be like, oh hey there a little bit. No, boom. Oh what the fuck? There's somebody.
I stepped in another one. Hold on, I want to get some more drink.
Scary, fucking scary.
That is weird. That is the weirdest thing I've heard all day.
Sure.
That's amazing.
Okay, so you finally reached a place where Freddy is just content not to go into and tell you of his great hatred toward it.
I gave him the clipboard.
Okay. The front door, and then there's a side door.
I go in through the front.
It is locked.
I go in through the side.
It is locked.
I knock on the front door.
There is no answer. You can see people wandering around. One waves at the guy with the clipboard and goes back to work.
Are there any signs on the building?
Apex Industry. Here, let me show Tim what the sign looks like.
I mean, are there like opening hours or anything? Or?
No, it seems to be open and operational right now, as a matter of fact.
Except the door's locked.
Correctamundo.
This is probably where all the agents say.
Yeah, there could be all kinds of shit going on in there for all he knows. I just find it really amusing and saddening. There it is. That this business is on the main street. Okay, Tim, here's what the Apex Industry sign looks like. Left side. Now, Tim, give me a really good evidence analysis roll, and if you don't make that, then try for your symbology roll. So you can determine what the symbolism is. And yes, that was a really obscure reference to a movie. You don't know what any of this means, Tim. What does it all mean? Try your symbolism roll or symbology.
That's a skill.
It will be if you can make a learn times 1 roll. Yeah, boy.
All right. Yeah. No.
If you missed it by 1, I would fucking laugh until I peed myself just a little bit. Cool. No idea what that means. Freddy won't even look at the sign. He's just like, yeah.
What you looking at there, Vic?
Yeah, says Freddy.
Ed's just looking at the sign.
Oh, that? Yeah, that's in reference to me.
He says.
Yeah, one of our members, Suede, fucking guy, keeps referring to me as the apex predator, and then the universe, or Ghostville, I should say, thought that was really funny, and started putting all these references everywhere. This is one of them.
Freddy, give me an evidence analysis roll at negative. You can do it, Freddy.
Blackwater.
That's true. However, what's the deal with the triangle? Does it tell you to try harder? It's got to be more than that.
Huh.
There, you notice the big black triangle that's literally on the, as you start reading the word apex there.
I just thought it was part of the logo.
Yes, that must be it. Easy to ignore.
What's the height of this sign?
Pretty big. You could lay down and have parts of it, like if you were to do like the playgirl pose and stuff like that.
Meaning, can I walk up and touch it?
It's a bit high. If you got the ladder from the hardware corner and put it up against the building and climbed up the ladder, totally.
And climb up on the horse as well.
I don't recommend that because I'm standing on a horse is what we call trick riding. There's a reason for that because it usually becomes less tricky falling.
I'll wait for him here.
Right. It shows him go over and comes back with this fucking huge brown paper parcel wrapped up in string. You don't know why the fuck they do that, Tim. You have no clue. It's just
up the ladder.
Right. He unwraps it and tosses the paper into the street along with the horse shit and all that. You get to watch Vic's horse. It looks at you. It's making a lot of direct eye contact. Vic is not noticing any of this. He's putting the ladder up against the building and shit. But Vic's horse is making a lot of heavy direct eye contact and begins to just push out horse shit out the other side. But it's making super uncomfortable direct eye contact as it's doing that.
With who?
You. Yeah. It's just, yeah. It's like, well, you own a dog, Tim. Has your dog ever want to make a lot of heavy direct eye contact when it's shitting? No, your dog doesn't like you, is why. You're not the pack leader.
You're like, why are you watching me?
Is your wife the pack leader of the dog? Is she the one that the dog looks to? Does the dog look to anybody in that family?
I pet the horse.
You're its roommate. Okay.
I pet the horse.
Give me an animal handling roll. I'm curious to see what happens here. All right. It takes a fucking bite of your fingers.
Who did he fumble?
And here comes the fumble card. Oh, that fucking horse. Sure. You and your food. Oh my God, the horse loses all of its money, stock options, money, everything, just gone. It goes, it looks like it wants
Climb up the ladder and touch the symbol.
All right, it's a triangle. It's, you feel it up for a bit. Doesn't do anything special. But take a card, it's a damn good thought.
This is how you explore, Freddy.
I learn every day.
I'm giving him a
You
card.
try to put your fingers in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried pissing on it?
Mm.
All right, I go back, get on my horse.
You see people are still working in there, pretty much ignoring you guys, although, occasionally they'll glance at you and nod and stuff.
Tie a rope around the doorknob.
Okay.
I'll get back on my horse.
Sure. Give me either a ride or animal handling roll to get the horse to do what you want it to, as opposed to just look at you like I'm not fucking going anywhere with this rope tied to it. No, it's just looking at you like, no, I'm tied to something. I can't move now. And you're like, come on, you can totally. It's like, no.
I grab the rope that's attached to the horse, and I pull the rope away from the door, basically.
Give me an amazing strength roll. Right, he goes, the door goes, and the horse goes, oh.
I look at the horse like.
The horse is like, it kind of does a horse shrug a little bit, like.
I pat him on the head. I get it. This is new to you. I give him a carrot.
You guys go over and look inside. The building is totally fucking empty. Give me sanity rolls.
Oh, fuck, I didn't need one of these.
No, he says.
I'm steps away from fucking losing.
See, this is what you get for thoroughly exploring.
Oh, thank God.
Only 1 point toward paradigm distortion.
3 away from a first insanity.
Woohoo! Get them nipple things going. Woo! I can't wait to see what your first insanity will be, Tim. I hope you got one worked out. 1 point, Freddie. Now, you can still see people in the windows doing shit. That's fucking disturbing.
Well, this is a good hideout.
We thoroughly searched the inside.
It doesn't even have a floor. It's a dirt floor. It looks like just a shell company.
I tap on the window.
Okay.
Happy Friday.
From the outside or from the inside, are you tapping on the window?
On the inside.
You don't see anybody on the inside. You just are looking out, and you see Van waving or Vic waving at you and saying "Happy Friday," and you're like, "Hey." You hear a tapping on the window from somewhere.
Does he see me?
No.
I closed the door.
The door is not okay. He's leaning the door up against the building, like this kind of fits.
And now we go to the next building.
Yeah, you found out something potentially very useful.
You're not gonna mess with the windows?
I'm waiting to see what happens with that. He looks like he's lost enough sanity here and is ready to move on.
I understand. I've been there. We can move on.
So, want to trade for that other card you got?
It's better if we both eat one each. So if we...
Good point.
Yeah.
You see some guy talking to a girl on the street, and he's saying, "Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick."
Hey, can you flip back to the card page?
She's staring at him.
Thank you.
She licks his horse. It tastes just like raisins, she says.
Oh, getting down to 7 cards again. There we go. All right. Yeah, next building.
Mm-hmm. He says, the guy meanwhile is talking to a woman as you guys are going on. He says, of a stroke of its mane, it turns into a plane. And they turns it back again when you tug on his winky. She says, oh, that's dirty. You guys head off and go over to, let's see.
Going down one side of the street, then down the other.
Let's see now. The post office is still there.
Cool. Have you been in the back of the post office yet?
Only the front.
All right, cool. Let's go around back.
You guys head back there. Aside from the postman repeatedly and urgently telling you, you can't be back here, it is the cleanest back of the post office you've ever seen. There's not even any mail cluttering the place up. In fact, he seems to be the only guy working here. This place
Is there a mail slot for bed and breakfast here?
No, you don't see any mail or any slots or anything. It looks like just a counter. I mean, this place is so empty, it kind of looks like the U.S. mail after Trump has had its way with it. So
got it.
Anything to keep people from voting is a good thing.
That one I'm on the fence. They've been losing my packages for fucking ever.
Well, he's just doing it to keep people from voting Democrat with mail-in votes.
We were missing mail. I went to the old place. In the mailbox was a bunch of my mail. On top of a giant fucking big, like this fucking long, big green fucking card that says, all mail received at this address must be returned to the post office. There is no longer a resident at this mail until this card is removed. All the mail was on top of that.
That's not a surprise.
It's a card that the post office puts there when someone sends in the paperwork to notify them that there's no resident there.
That's not a surprise, I'm afraid. Government job. Government job.
All right, so nothing interesting there.
And no, although the guy does tell you your package hasn't arrived yet.
We'll come back later then. Thank you.
All right. Stay out of the back room.
Close the door. I come back in through the room. Has my package gotten here yet?
Your package hasn't arrived yet, he says.
I'll check again later. Step out, step back in. Hey, has my package gotten here?
Your package hasn't arrived yet, he says.
Eventually get to the point where I'm going like this. Package? Package?
He never goes, you were just here or anything like that. He just says the same thing over and over. And you can feel it begin to wear away your brain. Were you at all interested in the public library?
Yeah. Next building. I do not skip a building.
Okay. Do you want to ask Freddie if he's been in the public library before?
No, he'll say yes.
I have, but not this one.
Okay, the public library is, let me give you some pictures of it here. I have, but not this one. Which one? A couple Burlingtons ago. You know, Burlington 3.7, something. There it is. Now, when you see this picture, I will tell you something neat about it. Welcome back, Freddie. Okay, that's Mabel Smith, the librarian. That's what the library looks like. And does everybody see Mabel Smith?
Yep.
All I want you to know is Alex Kinley nailed her on their desk.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So,
walked in, seduced, nailed, left. Done.
Are all the books still empty?
They are all blank.
Yeah, I thought so. Freddie looks super impassive to all of them.
Right. I open every fucking drawer.
Now, I would like to point out that if you ever need blank paper, this seems to be the place to go. You carefully search through the drawers and stuff, and since you are actually searching all the stuff, let me find it here. Give me a second. I wasn't expecting anybody to actually search this place. Usually they come here, open one book, go, meh, and leave. So, find it. There it is.
Where are we looking?
What?
Where are we looking?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Please hold. Was not expecting anybody to actually look at shit. I will put this picture under Mabel.
This is why you don't put me in charge of exploration.
That's why we don't put you in charge of what?
Exploration.
Dude, you are the explorer. You are the apex predator. Right. In the library, in one of the drawers there, Vic, you did find this small statue.
Off a foot.
I slide that drawer back closed.
Okay.
You okay there, Vic?
Hey, Freddie. Check that drawer. I'll be waiting outside.
Are you here for your book? Says Mabel to you as you're getting ready to leave, Vic.
I stop. I go, what kind of book you got, lady?
I have your book.
Oh, I bet you do.
Give me a seduction roll, she says.
She's not even... Okay.
Hey, 50-year-old women need love too.
Yeah.
She goes,
I open the door.
Right, you see that statue in there.
How big is it?
It's about this size.
Okay.
Too big for a pocket. Too small for a backpack.
Does it remind me of the one in that I saw in my storage unit yesterday?
A bit, yeah. Actually, quite a bit, yeah. I mean, it's a different statue, obviously, but it is kind of a weird octopoidal. What?
Let me zoom in because I can't really see it that well.
Yes.
Okay, so what actually? If I take the statue out,
you begin to reach toward it to touch and caress the smooth stone of the statue.
Yeah, I touch it.
What?
Yeah, I pull it out.
Do you want to use your hand or try to hook it?
Hand.
Okay. You pull it out. The stone itself feels a bit greasy.
Greasy?
Yeah.
I sniff it. What's it smell like?
It smells like... Give me a smell roll.
Bad clam chowder.
It smells a bit of the sea.
Yar.
Some kind of tentacle monster statue thing.
Yes.
I tap it. Does it sound hollow?
Give me a listen roll. You tap on the stone statue. You want to use the hook or your hand?
Hand.
Okay.
Made a listen roll.
Your hand is totally insufficient for the job of tapping on it, you're thinking. It sounds like your hand, and then you're like listening really close and you're and the librarian goes shh.
I use the hook then.
Sounds like that. Then it sounds like that.
Yeah.
Big
that one
cartoon.
sounds better. So does the hook help?
No, it just makes a different noise. So the librarian looks at Vic expectantly.
Yes.
All right. She reaches in and gives you a copy of The Village Voice that it only says, warning, things have changed in the village.
I hand that to Freddie.
He looks as though you just passed him a live fucking cobra that's trying to bite the shit out of him.
Why?
I take it back from Freddy. I go over to the return slot and put it in.
Okay.
I walk up to the librarian and say, "Hey, do you know what this is?" Show the thing.
I leave. I don't want anything to do with that fucking thing.
Okay. She says, "Would you like to check it out?"
What is it?
She looks at it. She leans forward and adjusts her glasses, takes a slow, critical look of it, looks at you and says, "I believe it's a statue."
Of what?
Oh.
Stone.
Card. She goes with that. "It looks a bit like you," she says.
You need a new prescription for your glasses.
She pulls them off, squinting.
Alright, I smashed the statue on the table.
Sure, give me a strength roll.
Uh-huh.
Give me a listen roll.
Quarter.
You can hear the screams of demons in joy as they are freed in order to go and gallivant around this town. Give me an essence roll. Lower is better.
Can we flip to the card page, please?
Yes.
By 2.
Take a check in essence. You feel as though you finally managed to free something that had been imprisoned for too long. You feel gratitude and hunger.
You're welcome. Please don't eat my face or my friends' faces.
Smashy, smashy.
Alright, now that that's taken care of, someone else's problem
The
now.
librarian shushes you.
Yeah, happy Friday.
Next building.
Next, I blah what I did to it.
Yeah. Moving right along.
He seems well pleased.
Eh,
Let's see. Schools, super duper mart. There's a town hall. Ask him if he's been in the town hall before.
no, I've not been in.
Oh, I don't care if he's been in it.
Right, you guys get to meet the mayor and judge, who are both the same person named Theodore Carter. Mayor Carter is what he's called, unless he's acting as judge. His name's Judge Carter. He's a big, thickly built guy who moves slowly. Some white is in his black hair. And his wife acts as the secretary. She's Betsy Carter. "How can we help you?" he says.
I look Freddy.
Howdy, we are new to the town. We would like to ask you if we can get some work here, some papers.
"Certainly." He hands you a wad of papers. "There you are."
I look through the papers.
All blank.
Thank you, Mayor Carter.
He nods benevolently.
How's life?
"Life is good. It's Friday, you know. How can anything go wrong on a Friday?" And as he says that, he begins melting while screaming, as does his wife. Both of you guys give me sanity rolls as they go, "Ah!" And you see these weird demon things fucking coming in and fucking sucking them down. You begin to hear screams all over town.
Oh, thank God.
Only 1 point. Vic just sighs at you and shakes his head.
Towards what?
Non-logorous demons. Put it toward demons. The non-logorous ones.
Okay. Good job, demons. Just, please don't eat me and my friends.
You continue hearing screaming. You hear horses
Run
screaming
that
and
fucking
shit.
building.
What's that?
I run the fuck out of that building.
Where to? Unfortunately, as you're starting to open the door, you see scenes of untold carnage. It looks like the entire town is being attacked by demons and shit. He just lets the door closed and covers his fucking face. Freddy just sits there going, Freddy, give me a sanity roll as you have managed to kill Old West Burlington dead, apparently, or at least this part of it. Main Street. We'll go with Main Street. Take 1 point toward cold-blooded killing. They're screaming
so trying to keep my eyes averted, I run to the fucking windmill.
Actually, that would be a hard run. Plus, you have to remember that you're going to be slipping on the goo because they don't completely eat everybody. You're going to be slipping on entrails and shit.
No, I'm not using any of the main walkways. I go behind the buildings where nobody ever seems to fucking be and then go that way.
Right. He flees. Give me a simple dex roll would do it for making sure not avoid this, dodge that, run through, screaming, trying to avoid seeing the strange flapping things and stuff. Yeah, you run pretty good for somebody who's trying to keep their eyes closed.
I'm just casually walking down the street.
All right, no problem. Freddie, give me another sanity roll toward demons as you get to see all kinds of different shapes, varieties, and sizes literally sucking the marrow out of the middle of town.
All right.
1 point toward demons. You guys arrive at the windmill eventually and close it, and there's a long silence as Vic just looks at you and you look at him.
This is why you don't let me explore things.
Wow, that's some fucking redirection and lamp shading all in one bundle.
I curl up in bed and go sleep.
You feel better. You're worried that the demons might get you unless you got the covers over your head. That's what you were taught as a child, and apparently it may work.
Nope. You just get really drunk.
I sit on my bed and I pull out my artifact because I need to do this.
Right.
I'm crazy drunk.
No problem. While you're drinking and stuff, he sits there and plays with a dildo after killing God knows how many people.
I am not looking at him.
Unfortunately, I'm having trouble getting drunk. This is a bad thing.
Calm down. Look. Vic, just calm down.
He says, waving his dildo in your direction. Calm down.
I put it away.
You're thinking you know what he needs is a good enema and a straitjacket.
I cast a spell at him.
Woo! Lights and shit begin coming out of him.
Anyway, you're calm now.
Help us feel calm, Freddy. I don't feel calm.
What's wrong with you? What?
Everyone in town is getting eaten by demons.
So?
What happened to you, little buddy? Who broke you?
They're not real.
Come on, man. Tell me, buddy. What happened? Who broke you, Freddy?
The universe broke me.
Nah, man. You can only let the universe break you. Why'd you let it break you?
I don't know.
Well, you got to figure that out, little buddy.
Look, when you eventually see all the stuff I've seen, being through all the stuff I've been, you'll understand. This is only the beginning. Those demons that you saw there, that's nothing. Those are flies in the wall.
Buddy, no matter what you see in life, it doesn't matter as long as you don't let it change you. You're letting everything change you, little buddy. Look, you're running around in a fucking cow suit with fucking cow high heels on, making moo noises every once in a while. Do you know when you sleep, I hear moo, zzz, moo, zzz. Do you at least take it off when you go to bed, you weirdo?
I don't sleep with okay, I do sleep with the heels on. But that's It's only because they help me run faster. And if I need to wake up in the middle of the night and run away, I like to be prepared.
Right, accidentally drew Freddy's card for him. Now he gets a new card because there are 3 or more players, so there you go.
Okay. Oh man, God, that sucks. You know what, Tim? You know what? Here. Take this.
He gives you another equalization. Take this, and you're like, oh, God.
Just in case you get really unlucky.
Hold on.
Or throw it away if you don't want it.
There you go.
That's fucking great.
There.
Hold on.
If you don't want it, throw it away.
Well, it doesn't matter. Apparently, I've been given another red card that says throw away all your cards.
Oh. Wait. Make sure that you put the camaraderie.
Does it say to refill or no? Sometimes they say to refill.
It says discard all your cards. Do not refill your hand.
Oh.
Alright, do you want the 7 or the more sanity for me?
Well, you have to discard his shit, dude.
Well, I can limited retrieve one of them. So which one do you want me to limited retrieve?
I want the 7 because it's the fucking hardest thing to do in this game system, but one card can make it fuck you.
You don't want the more sanity?
No, fuck more sanity. You get sanity sometimes just by completing an adventure, taking care of something. You know what you don't get for free? Skill from your stats.
Okay, I'll limited retrieve the 7.
Well, by the way, Tim, keep in mind that to get a stat up, after you get a 7, then you got to fail a stat times 5 roll, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I know. It's incredibly hard to accomplish, but incredibly easy to lose.
Okay.
Where's the 7?
Yes.
Where did you put it?
Nah, somewhere in the pile.
I need to find it then.
Dig like a badger. Dig like a badger. Dig like a gopher. Right.
There it is. Cool.
Cut to the next day. You guys wake up. What?
Are we still in the windmill?
Yes.
Good. That at least still works.
Yes. You notice that Vic is looking a bit rough and burned out and maybe suffering some PTSD.
Don't worry, Vic. I'll take care of you. Hang in there, buddy.
How far do you think it is to the bottom of this windmill? Just kidding.
It is a high one. Man.
All right, come on. Let's go and get you out of here.
All right.
Yeah, we'll go back to Main Street.
You guys head up through the small natural footpath through the old neighborhood.
Is it an actual old neighborhood?
It is. It's got a paved street. There's 1950s cars on it. You go on up Elm Street over to East Main and then on over into the main street. And you see people walking around, not being melted.
Over the Roadhouse.
What's that?
Roadhouse.
Right. He begins walking east on East Main Street.
I walk with him.
You clip-clop your ass on with him. He gets over to the Roadhouse, and there's all kinds of motorcycles sitting there.
Walk a couple paces away, start digging.
All right. Cut to. You've dug up a pretty good amount of stuff looking for your can, but you have not found it. Your can can't. Okay. Or is that how they invented the can?
Don't forget your card, Tim.
Yeah, don't forget your card for actually doing the experiment, Tim. You get a card, and you get a card, and you get a card. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so I'm not Oprah. Big deal.
So the bar is back up.
Yeah, totally. You can go in there and have a bar fight. I mean, drink.
All right.
You want to go in there and tell somebody he's got a pretty mouth and see how that goes?
I'm tempted, but no.
Patrick Swayze will get you.
And I wanted.
I'm surprised you guys didn't make it to the furry level yet. That one hasn't been explored too well yet.
I don't know how to get there.
What?
Okay, I do.
Yeah.
But Kay didn't tell me how you got the briefcase.
Oops. Well, I'm sure between the two, you can figure out how to get one little briefcase.
All right, I don't know if Victor's mind can handle the furry Burlington. If it's as scary as I think it might be. He seems a bit fragile right now.
Everything is scary to you. So there's really no way to rate your fear factor here. Oh, God. Have Freddy on fear factor? The character?
I'd be out in the first round.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Vic. Come with me. We need to go check out the ranch.
You guys head over to the ranch and bite.
I have a car, by the way, and go that way.
No problem. You run into problems when you get to the forest area because it's pretty hard to navigate dirt road. It looks like usually horses and stuff do it. It's not really built for cars. Would you like to? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to say fuck you and make the car make it?
No.
Are you sure? It might be fun. So you're going to leave your car parked, I don't know, the amusement park's probably the closest place to the southern forest.
Call me. Oh,
Did he even show you the fucking amusement park?
Do you want to go to the amusement park? There's a cool robot-looking guy that reads your fortune. Maybe Okay, I'll take him to the amusement park.
I love how he finds out this shit a little at a time. And it's like, oh, you want to go to the amusement park? He's like, what amusement park? And you're like, God damn. Yeah. Oh, the amusement park. Yeah.
By the way, that's a different map. Let me show you this map.
He's got more maps that he hasn't shown you yet? Oh,
I did, but I didn't look at it, so it's not my problem. Alright, there you are. Alright, Tim, this is this map that we're on right now. There you are.
I will find some pictures of the amusement park, yeah. Now, by 1970 standards, it's not a horrible thing. By modern standards, it's not only a fucking safety disaster, but it's also considered lame by anybody who's been here. There's some interesting shit here that hasn't been mentioned. I'll show you more pictures in a second, but first I want to cover these. They're on the right-hand side of the map. Yeah. Now, you see this whole thing? Oh, wait, now I think Tim has seen this before. Now it's got like, instead of two clouds, it has like two harlequins, one kind of mostly white, mostly black around the small hole. And it's got like the Ferris wheel and shit.
I'm starting to lose track of what Tim's seen.
Right. That's the biggest problem there. Tim, have you personally seen that throwing balls in the hole game? Yeah? Okay. Cool. Then I don't need to go into that more. It also has a scary funhouse thing, which is pretty big. You have doubts as to whether you'll actually be scared after watching most of the people in the town melt.
Funhouse?
Yeah, I've mentioned that every time.
I'm not going in there.
Okay.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I totally have. It's got a big scary funhouse.
No, bullshit. I would have remembered the scary funhouse.
It's got a lame scary funhouse. I even said it's mostly, it's got like about half jump scares and half like lame stuff, and it also has like that mirror thing and stuff in it. You know,
Okay, I'm going to ride.
Okay. It just shows him sitting on the ride. Oh, through the funhouse, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No problem. He comes out like 15 minutes later. He's
What
like,
with him?
No, you're not going to go in there, Vic?
Vic is hanging on by a thread and not about to do anything that could potentially rattle him.
I understand.
It shows like one jump scare, and Vic goes, "At last, it is the time of the reckoning." He pulls out a rifle. I am the angel of death. Okay. Right, you go through there. It's pretty big, and you're thinking that if you ever wanted to get into some sort of dramatic fight with the main bad guy, that's the kind of place that those lame TV shows from like the 90s would put you into.
Huh. Nothing out of the ordinary. No weird symbols, no strange statues of demons or anything like that.
Not in this one.
Great. I'll go back with Vic. I take him to the fortune teller.
He takes you over to the super lifelike fortune teller that gives children and Vic nightmares.
I go up to it and I say, "So is Old West now?" I push the button.
He does his weird herky-jerky dance, and eventually he selects a card for you and slides out, and it says this.
Running behind the car is exhausting. I'm aware. All right, Vic, do you want to try? Push the button. Just push it.
So it kicks out really bad jokes?
It's more, there's more to it than that. But it's not doing it this time. Stupid thing.
All right. Let's see.
You want to push the button?
Sure. I hit the button.
There you go. Card comes out.
There you go.
See?
What?
Look what it said.
Freddie seems to lose sanity.
Everybody says that.
No, only you say that.
No, everybody says that.
You're impossible.
Just like Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, says some guy.
Just like
Happy Friday, says a little girl with pigtails who probably had her face eaten off just yesterday, but is back.
All right, come on, let's go to the ranch.
Ding, 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 ding.
No, we go to the water pipe. I show him that.
Ah,
Hey, Freddie, have you done everything else here at this amusement park, or are you just doing the thing where you look, do nothing, and then leave?
I've gone so far as to break into this fortune teller to see what's up with him.
Okay, but there's other things here other than that.
Yes, I've done the throwing ball game. I've been on the rides. They're boring. There's nothing else. Yeah.
they are.
So what do they all do?
They're rides, like, you know, you can go up and down and stuff, and that's it.
Did you win every game you played?
No, I won like 7 and I ran out of tickets.
You won like 7, then you ran out of tickets.
You need to win like 700 and something in a row to win the grand prize, which is like a stuffed bear or something.
So do you have anywhere you could get can't we just grab a bunch of these fucking things from them, steal them?
Potentially you can get the prizes. When you lose, you can take them out of the zone so they don't reset. Come back the next day and keep going until you have everything you need.
What?
All right, so basically, in order to get the grand prize, you need 700 and something cupids, or tokens, or whatever they're called, to exchange for it. But when you fail or lose, they say you can't play anymore, and you're stuck with what you have. But if you go out of the zone with your cupids,
Do you have any of those?
No, they won't reset.
No. Oh, right, because you didn't leave with the ones you had.
Leave with them, yeah. But there is a way to get them all eventually. Do you want to go do that real quick? How good are you at throwing balls?
I have no idea.
Well, there's only one way to find out. All right, take them over there.
Is this the only game here? You ain't got other games?
Oh, there's plenty of other games here, sir.
This is the only interesting one we found.
That part I'll agree with.
All right.
Because look at the Harlequins. You see those Harlequins? Those are real. In other zones, they chase us and try to kill us because they
All
want.
right, shut up. I don't need you telling me anything else.
You are.
Give me 3 throw rolls at half there and see if you can do it.
3 throw rolls at half.
Yeah, just mash your throw button 3 times real quick.
I failed everything.
Freddie shows you how not to throw. The ball rolls off the back of his fingers when he's going back and shit like that.
By the way, you can keep going.
Yeah, this shit.
You can keep going until you fumble.
Basically. Yeah, until you fumble or succeed, pretty much, at half. Yeah. And then you'll get check and throw. Or you'll knock out, or you'll hit the guy in the head and he'll ban you for life.
All right, let's see. Here we go. I want another beer, buddy. All right.
They do have fair food. First throw goes in. You get a Cupid doll.
He gives me a Cupid doll?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to pee. Hold on. I'll be right back.
He goes and pees on the Cupid doll for a while.
I go to the windmill.
All right. He shows him like running across the field holding this Cupid doll.
What are you doing?
He just flees the entire area.
Oh, I'll go with him.
Right. No problem. Give me a sprinting roll as you're quickly catching up to him because...
No, I get a car and just follow him.
Oh. All right. He drives after you. Okay. You guys arrive at the windmill.
Get to another zone, make another one of these. Like 700 of these little fuckers.
No. What you do is you get as many as you can by playing the game over and over until the guy says you're done. Then you leave and you get to keep them. You got 1 right now.
Freddie, I'm not going to play that fucking game 700 fucking times.
So what are you trying to do?
Make 700 of these dumb fucking things go back and say, hey, buddy, I fucking had the shits the other day, had to run out of here real quick. But, hey, I wanted to come back and cash these in.
Okay, so you want to go somewhere to a shop and buy these?
Yeah.
Okay, look, what do these look like, specifically?
Fairly simple in creation. They look like really small little Cupid doll things. I'll see if I can find one for you.
What tech level roughly would you say these are?
Fairly primitive.
So would all the rest have them, or?
No,
sure.
not that primitive.
Would
Little plastic dolls of naked baby type things.
Oh, okay. Sherman would have these.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but you don't know if you can find exactly the right ones in Shermer, though. They may have, because there's more than one style of little naked baby thing.
All right.
Does anybody have a material analysis skill?
No.
Everybody has material analysis skill. Everybody give me a material analysis roll.
By a quarter, yeah, sure.
Okay. It seems to be made of bisque composition, celluloid, rubber, and plastic.
What?
I'll copy and paste that for you.
Let's just take somebody in Shermer and ask them to make me a bunch.
Can I guesstimate, Logan, how many 700 of those would cost?
Give me a appraisal roll.
Wow. Okay. By a quarter.
These look like they are possibly They could be fairly valuable if they're like antiques or something from the 50s, although, again, are they the exact style or not? Less than $30 each.
Okay, so that would be roughly $20,000 for 700 of these.
Assuming you find ones exactly the same and assuming they're antiques. I mean, it's about $1 or $2's worth of materials.
I brought this to Vic.
He looks at you like that.
I don't have that much money.
His non-squinty eye roves around the place for a while before settling on you. Also, Vic, I would like to point out in this windmill there are 3 beds. There's one that's really soft, one that's really hard, and one that's right in between. And there's also 3 bowls. One's really big, one's a little smaller, and one's even smaller than that. There's also 3 chairs, etc.
Why don't we just steal the big prize?
You are waiting for an imminent bear attack at any moment.
Do you want to just steal it?
Freddie, have you ever successfully stolen the big prize of anything?
Processing.
Goes through the Rolodex, bunch of zeros. Huh.
That would be a no, sir. But you're the smuggler, so you should know.
I'm not a smuggler. Why do you keep using these words, man?
I'm sorry.
I don't smuggle. I don't uggle. I don't oogle. None of those.
All right, you're the transportation expert.
Yeah.
So how would we transport the big prize away from there without paying for it?
Well, they would have to have a shit ton of these little Cupid dolls to give out.
Yes. Are you thinking of robbing all of the people in the amusement park of their Cupid dolls?
There we go. There we go, buddy. We're going to rob all these fucking Cupid dolls.
You can always tell when the sanity has gone away. Every time your brain goes away.
I mean, it was better than my idea of setting fire to the amusement park.
What?
So, all right, let's go back then. Good thing I brought the car with us.
Well, now I'm getting you a picture of the Cupid doll, so you know what it is that you're preparing to possibly kill a bunch of people over. Because there's nothing better than contemplating mass murder over something like this. It is totally worth it.
No one said anything about murder.
Yeah, I'm sure a giant fire hurts no one.
It's a controlled fire.
You know, I was just about to say I know what I'll do here, Freddie. You're gonna back the fucking car right up to this guy's fucking thing.
Whoops. My hooves.
But wait.
This is almost an actual size as well, so here you go.
Where is it?
Lower right.
Oh. Ew.
Oh, yeah.
Does it squeak when you...
Yeah, a little bit.
Right. Super easy to make a mold of and make a bunch of. But either way.
Yeah, it is. Give me memory rolls on something there.
All right.
I'm guessing not me.
I made my own.
You're thinking that guy had like maybe 50 to 100 of those things total in his shack. He didn't have anywhere close to 700 and something.
But he had the big prize.
Yeah, it's a life-size stuffed bear.
A blah.
He really wants a big doll. I mean, you can literally buy that for a couple $100 in real life. He's like, I'm gonna burn them down. I'm gonna burn them all down.
A little fucking doll. I throw it at you. Here you go, buddy. I go back to the fucking guy.
I follow him in the car.
It just shows you walking.
What?
Give me the Cupid doll.
Oh.
Fucking car following you and shit.
Okay.
I go back up. I make my other 2 throws. Woo! That was close one, buddy.
He goes, hey, okay.
Let's see. Throw number 2.
Not by half.
You can
3.
do it. Okay.
Fail.
You can keep going, by the way.
Yeah, if you really want to, but you're just pretty much hitting the roll button a bunch until you fumble. Oh, look, you got one in. Good for you.
Yeah. So I got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hooray.
All right, I look at the guy. I walk around the back of the thing.
Okay.
Come back. And I take my hands like this. Got my hands covered up.
Mm-hmm.
And I put one down on the counter. And I go, okay, I'm going to count these out here for you. 1, 2, 3.
Give me a
4,
prestidigitation
5.
at a quarter to fucking pull that shit off. At a quarter. That is the ballsiest thing I have ever seen. At a fucking quarter.
All right, let's. It's the only thing I can come up with real quick.
That was pretty fucking good. That's why I'm giving you a roll at a quarter. I don't see it working, but if it does, you may just fool this poor fucking minimum wage employee into, no. He's
I'll
like,
spend it.
No,
what?
Really?
I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat here, Tim. Unless you're already getting sick of this fucker. And he just started. Nobody else has gotten to meet him yet.
Let's see. Where the fuck is that skill again?
This is partially their, Freddie, why I think Tim needs to be a GM, because as a GM, you can play all kind of characters and shit in one session.
Not by a quarter, huh?
Wow, I can't believe you spent a pause on that shit.
Do you have a reroll, Freddie?
No. If I did, I'd give it to you, but no.
No. Okay.
So, the guy watches you play with your 3 QP dolls. He's like totally impressed. What?
I walk up to the guy as well. Hey there, how much would it cost me to buy my... How much would it cost me to buy my friend straight up that big doll over there?
Oh, they're not for sale, sir. I'm sorry.
How about $5,000?
I'm sorry, sir. They're simply not for sale at any price.
Hold on. I'll buy 700 Cupid dolls for $5,000.
I'm sorry, sir. We can't sell those. Just the throws.
All right, Logan, describe to me specifically where the doll is.
It's back on the wall, well out of reach of anybody.
I'm pretty sure I can get 705,000 throws.
Oh, yeah. Well, eventually you could get it, but what always ends up happening is you always end up throwing a ball at the guy's head, getting banned for life, and then you come back next day and can do it again. But, nobody wants to fucking roll that many rolls.